I am going to have to set this up because I haven't even actually launched it yet. Or launched it before. Let's see. Add. Game capture. Monster Prom. Bang. Okay, I already love the music once it actually comes up. Is that too loud or too soft? I don't know. What? We need to reset progress. I don't... Wait a minute, whoa, what did that say? Windowed mode, full screen, okay, voice on, display. Okay, I don't know what any of this shit means. My understanding is that this is like a dating game? Voice interjections, yeah or nay? Sure. Yay. Definitely not too loud. Okay, hang on a second. Then I'll go back to the main menu. Yes, I want to go back. Okay. That to me, that means that I should turn it up a little. Oh, that sounds like it might be a little bit too much for the music. That should be good. Around 30 minutes, around 60 minutes. Fuck it, man. Let's do a 60-minute game. Spooky High School, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Who are you? I don't know who any of these people are, but this man looks the closest to an orc, so he is the one that gets picked. Orc. What? Dude, that's sick. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna go with the they.
Sure.
Yes! And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left. And as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Okay. Damien LeVay, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, 21. Oh, this is a high school and you're 21? A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain... Oh, with his stupidly large heart. Liam de Lioncourt, 4... Okay, you're very old. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork.
Yay!
Polly Geist, 22? A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things.
What?
And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear. It had to be one of them. But who? Only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to ready to start. Welcome to the Monster Prom stupidest pop quiz ever. Teen Wolf, hot or not? Take a quiz to find out. Crazy exes, how to deal when stuff and things. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. We'll throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats with that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. If you could put a curse on your worst enemy, what would it do? You can't really rely on the effectiveness of a curse. I prefer to take care of my enemies in the old-fashioned way by exposing them to unsafe doses of radiation over the course of several years. Curses of always meeting obnoxious people at parties who are super into new fad diets that feel the need to explain them in detail. That does sound pretty horrible. I'd curse them to fall in love with a wonderful person and be happily married for years before they realized that all this time, their partner was a wild panther in disguise. Then the panther viciously devours my enemy. Classic. Okay, this has a big cat. And also it murders them. What? So I'm bold, I guess. It's a chance to fix global warming. Go ahead. Now the world is doomed, but I'll start investing in ships and start a profitable business for the soon-to-be-covered by water world. Global warming isn't... I invented it, and now science is claiming authorship because science is so... Oh my god. It's time to be a real hero. I'll lead a mission to the sun in order to invite the sun to the party of its life. We'll have so many hilarious misadventures that the sun will eventually become cooler. Sure. If you were an ice cream, which flavor would you be? Rainbows and gummy bears, double creme de la Gruyere and meringue, success, tequila and Coke, meat, spicy chocolate, no, chocolate on fire, yes. Uh-oh. Okay, I can already see why some of my friends have been like, you gotta play this fucking game because it's wonderful. Because it really is.
Sure.
Smarts, boldness, creativity, charm, fun, money. I don't understand. What am I doing? Auditorium, I suppose? That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. What the fuck? Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. Okay. Later, you hear some kind of muffled squawking. And you see that Damien's backpack seems to be thrashing violently.
Greetings, fellow classmate.
Yay, Orc is here. I've been waiting all day to show someone Damien's cock. Excuse me? Miranda, do you ever listen to yourself? Miranda pulls Damien's cock out of his backpack, and the rooster begins preening himself contentedly. What the fuck is this game? Isn't he the sweetest little thing? Yeah, we're going to use him for cockfighting. Specifically, we're going to have him cockfight the cockfighters to teach them a lesson about why you shouldn't make cocks fight. Now we just got to find a way to make sure that our cock wins the anti-cockfighting cockfight. Lift your rooster's spirits with a romantic proposal. Give your cock a cock... What the fuck? This cock isn't an expert in violence. You are, Damien. Go undercover as a rooster. Yeah, sure, we'll go with this first one. What do you mean not so charming? That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I shall give our noble fighter my royal blessing. Here, darling, precious rooster, take this ring from my royal family. Off they go to cockfight the cockfighters to end the animal cruelty forever. But the next time you see them, they don't look too pleased. Look who it is! Orc, who knows nothing about cocks. Yes, apparently in rooster culture, all it takes is the presentation of a ring to be legally wed. I spent the whole time married to a male chicken. Of course, we had to miss the fight because I would never send my husband into violence. That didn't have to do with defending my honor, of course. We had to spend the whole time fighting a rooster priest to annul the marriage.
Disgraceful.
And now I've already been divorced and I'm not even out of high school yet. With that, they're off, but the disgusted look Miranda shoots you will stay with you forever. You lose -2 smarts and -1 fun. What? That's horrible.
Sure.
What? Yo, can I sit with this person? Who's that? You're enjoying a meal in peace when you hear the unmistakable sound of 3 throats clearing. Ahem, ahem. Yes, hello, as you know, it is customary for a benevolent witch coven to have, as an ally, a malevolent creature of some sort. And since Liam has apparently decided he's too cool for us now, I mean because of your incredible resume and good looks...
We're here to save the day.
We've decided to accept you on a trial basis as our supernatural companion for one adventure. Adventure not to exceed 3 episodes or eclipse the main plot arc. As a consideration for your willing participation, we'll even allow you your choice of adventures. 3 episodes, you could knock out one of these adventures by the end of lunch, and it actually sounds fun. The Coven gives you 2 options. Stop the Time Ghost, who's been taking over children's bodies and using them to rob banks. You have a never-before-seen plan. Take on the greatest villain of all, income inequality. It turns out income inequality is the name of a giant goblin made of money that's been terrorizing the city. You attack it in the only way you know how. Stealing. It's working. All that money you stole was load-bearing. The goblin is going to collapse. What the fuck is this game, dude? Yep, that was totally your plan. You definitely weren't just stealing the money because you wanted to, or because you wanted money. Excellent. The day is saved once again, thanks to the Coven and your faithful sidekick, Orc. It turns out the best way to defeat income inequality is by robbing from the rich and giving to yourself. You gain +4 money.
Sure.
Let's go to the library. What the hell is this? That day you spend some time in the library's, on the library's PCs, managing your start kicker. You decide lots of people with a deceive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice. You gain +1,000 money, but almost everything goes over cost, or it goes to cover costs, and you keep only +2 money. So I'm getting a shit ton of money. In the wake of all that, you overhear Miranda and Polly discussing a party.
Huzzah!
Oh, Polly, I'm terribly excited for your upcoming party.
Yes!
Oh yeah, it's gonna be sick. Hey, speaking of which, you've got money, right? How about picking us up some party favors? Oh, I'd be delighted. How many balloons should I purchase? I don't care. Just make sure you get enough nitrous oxide to fill them all. What's nitrous oxide? Is that something land dwellers breathe? Well, it's pretty much all I breathe, if that's what you're asking. I don't know about that. How about cake? What kind of cake would you like?
Lame.
Cake? I think you're mispronouncing cocaine. Oh my god. No, I'm pretty sure it's pronounced cake. I like mine with pink frosting. And I like mine injected into my eyeballs. And speaking of eyeballs, I don't think we're really seeing eye to eye right now. Oh god. Too true. Perhaps our friend Orc can suggest a mutually agreeable use for my vast riches. You should get Polly a piñata. You don't want anybody to get hurt, though, so the only real safe thing to fill it with is nice soft bags of cocaine. No. Miranda, you like clowns, right? I know this website that lets you hire clowns, firefighters, doctors, and tuxedo guys. It's called definitely-not-strippers.com, and it's 100% legit. Oh my god. Sure.
Yuck.
So not creative. A piñata, certainly not. You think I am some cretin who gets off on beating animals with sticks? I'm not my uncle. Although he generally uses real animals instead of cardboard ones. He does still tie them to the ceiling, though. Oh my god. We'd have to use real animals anyway. All the cardboard ones died in the Great Piñata War, remember?
Oh.
Too soon, Orc, too soon. I'm making all the most horrible decisions I possibly could. Now that you've reminded Polly about the Piñata Massacre, she's only in the mood to party a little. She changes the guest list for her party from everybody to everybody but Orc. You lose -2 charm, -1 fun. Fuck.
Sure.
I'm doing absolutely horribly.
Show me that money.
Look at my little shop. Buy some shit. I have shit that will boost your stats. Shit that will lead you into stupid new adventures. Even some shit that might be much needed at some very specific moments, so take a look. What the fuck? Literally just a white blanket with 2 eye holes in it. You'd have to be an idiot to mistake this for a ghost costume. But most of our classmates are idiots. What the fuck? A bag of regular... What? Why would I buy any of this shit?
No refunds.
Oh! I see.
Sure.
Who is that? Alright, let's... Fuck it, man. Let's go to the Gorgon place. You take your seat, and... If you didn't know any better, you would say that it seems like Vera and Polly are almost more interested in their phones than they are in you. And you do know better. And you know that, yes, that is exactly what's happening right now.
Hey there.
It's nothing personal, Orc. It's just that Polly and I are very engrossed in texting our financial slave.
Yeah!
Yeah, it's pretty hard to compete with some guy whose fetish is buying you anything you want. That's my fetish, too. Not buying things for people. Having people buy things for me, duh. Good thing he's rich enough to take care of both of us. You know what they say, true friendship is sharing secrets and financial slaves. Still, I do worry that this arrangement might not be sustainable. What happens if he runs out of money? Our cash flow instantly stops. Besides, being handed everything you want on a platter, in this case the platter being an online money transferring platform, is almost boring. Yeah, I get that. It's a little less boring when you're on as much acid as I am right now, but I see what you mean. If we could somehow turn this into a business venture, then maybe it would get interesting. And we could continue to profit even after he's gone broke from catering to our every whim. I mean, how interesting do you think business actually is? Since he's so obsessed with us, we should just tell him to do something totally insane and see if he does it. I don't know, Weirdo giving away his money and getting into hijinks is great and all, but I want to start making real money. And I think money is fine and all, but my favorite currency is chaos. Seems like the ladies are at a very exciting crossroads. Maybe a random bystander can give them a nudge in the right direction. You can usually grow this arrangement into a business. Just escalate and delegate. Have the financial slave go and acquire his own financial slave to give him money, and then that financial slave go and find a financial slave. Aha, that would increase our income exponentially and immediately. Which are two of my absolute favorite adverbs when it comes to monetary gain. I mean, one financial slave between the two of us is already strangely a lot to handle, so managing an army of them sounds draining. But as long as it's a pyramid scheme and we're at the top of the pyramid where we don't have to actually deal with lowlifes, who cares? Man, I think I'll just go check on my toilet wine. Don't worry about her. Polly wouldn't know a good business idea if it slapped her on the ass. Which happened one time, actually, but it's a long story, so forget it. Anyway, we can tell people in order to become official certified financial slaves, they have to buy a kit of supplies. And they'll start at Dirt Slave, and then, if they get 5 financial slaves under them, they can become a pathetic Ground Slave, and then they can work their way all the way up to Golden Diamond Platinum Salchow Mocha Grand Supreme Slave. This is a great idea, Orc. You should go write the business plan together and prepare to profit. Did Vera just say she wants to profit with you? Holy shit. Vera sharing her cash flow is like third base for her. Awesome. This game is so weird.
Sure.
So very weird. What about... Wait. Library.
Show me that money.
Oh! What is this? Yeah, I'm selling a corpse. It's like some kind of fashion accessory. It's not... Okay. Let's see. You know, Wikipedia to get the general idea of... Okay, now... What the fuck? No! See, I'm wise enough to know when okay, well... I need to beef up my charm, but I don't know how. Fuck it, man. Let's just try this. I don't know what the hell it's actually going to do. A PR agent. I'm always amazed at people coming and buying all this stupid crap intriguing. Alright. What did I get? Money 0 now. Is this just increasing my rep with other people? I have no idea.
Sure.
Oh, I see. The store lady is just in different places at different times. I got you. Let's go to the auditorium. No, I already went there once. Fuck. Let's see. You tell everyone to call you by it. This is a nickname, also known as one of the 7 most douchebaggish moves in the world. But the nickname is so awesome, inventive, and appropriate that people decide to go with it. Quit feat, you gain +2 creativity. Sweet. When the devs dare you to actually come up with a nickname for yourself and ask the other players to call you by that name until the end of this turn, or until the end of this run. Sigh, what was me, Sigh? Could Miranda possibly be doing this because she wants attention? Only one way to find out. Oh, hello, I didn't see you there. As I was standing here, suffering gallantly in silence. She did, and she wasn't, but okay. I had the most tragic injustice befall me earlier this morning. I was rejected from our school's water polo team. They claimed I was mistaken about how polo is conducted underwater. Excuse me, but I was raised underwater. How is one even supposed to play water polo without a heavily armored seahorse as a mount? How, I ask you? Perhaps I offended them when I implied they were too impoverished to afford sea steeds. If so, why, I would love to make reparations. But it may be too soon for me to show my face. Would you be so kind as to take them the gift of this omelet to begin the healing? I am told that peasants consider eggs to be a delicacy. Obviously, and what would make the gesture even better is the personal touch of the toppings: caviar, eel, chocolate-covered sand crabs. They'll never forget this. Okay. An elegant stenciled card with your sincerest apologies, a list of all their fears, and a bundle of compromising photographs. Sure. Nope. Not so charming. My charm is a 2. Oh, I would much rather not have to learn so much about my fellow students. Do you know how many of those poor, impoverished souls have mere millions of monster dollars? Not even billions, millions? I can't imagine how difficult it must be to live so frugally, and I don't want to imagine it, because it makes me sad. I would much rather they know how much I care about their lives without me having to, care about their lives. That's exactly why an omelet is so perfect. It says, I like you enough to give you this egg. Please don't talk to me about personal issues. Now off with our delicious eggs, and don't ask any questions about their sad, dreary little lives. It's hard to imagine how anything Miranda said could have possibly offended the water polo team. But there's an omelet in your hands, and you've already eaten your fair share of eggs today. So you might as well deliver it. Ugh, you lose -2 fun and -1 charm. Son of a bitch.
Sure.
Alright, Medusa Lady seems to like me at least a little bit. Vera's drinking her customary lunchtime scotch, because you can drink whatever the hell you want at this school. But Scott's not making it easy for her. Hey Vera, what you drinking?
What?
Scotch, why? Because it smells like a delicious forest fire, and I'm curious. What's it called? Scotch. Yes? No, that's what it's called. What? Scotch. Yes? No! I'm not saying your name, I'm saying the name of the drink I'm drinking. It's Scotch. It's mine? No, it's mine. Why is it called Scott's? That's just what it's called. Oh, is it like an energy drink for Scots? I mean, it's like an energy drink for Scottish people. Wow. Hey, I'm a Scottish person. I'm as Scottish as it's possible to be. I'm the most Scot. No, God, what will it take to get you to drop this issue? Scott's not going to drop it unless you do something. So you cut in and say, yeah, it's called Scott's, but today it's opposite day, so everything that's Scott's is actually Vera's. You're right, Scott. That drink is your birthright. Chug, chug, chug. Don't you mean today isn't opposite day? No. Aha! I am not sorry, not Vera. I guess I'll be taking your drink. Wink. Wait, time out. If everything that's Scott's is Vera's, do I have to give Vera all my stuff? Yes. Oh, okay, and does Vera have to give me all of her stuff? Sure. Unfortunately for you, I have no stuff. All my possessions are owned by cleverly disguised shell companies. Now hand over your wallet. Okay. Boy, opposite day sure is the best, isn't it? It sure is after Scott leaves you alone. You and Vera definitely don't spend all his money on cocaine. Wow. This game is very strange and very full of drugs and alcohol.
Sure.
Okay, let's go in here.
Your money.
Oh. I don't have any money, though.
Thank
Gift
you.
keeps on giving. I don't know what this does. What the fuck is this? What happened? If you are so horrible you have no friends, you can always make your own. What the hell happened? My fun is at a -2. My creativity is at 25? What the fuck just happened?
Sure.
Okay, let's see what happens in the bathrooms. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. But skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms, you give +0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. Afterwards, you discover you've been poisoned and only Vera has the antidote. She does this all the time. It's how she invites you to hang out.
Hey there.
There you are. Thank you so much for coming. I'm embarking on a new criminal enterprise, and I need a consigliere, or however the hell it's pronounced. The idea is simple, yet brilliant. Think Uber, but for killing people. I call it murder. But it turns out the market is flooded with assassination apps and blood. I need a way to get ahead of the pack, and since you're such a good advisor, differentiate yourself by being the only service that offers free-range organic murders. Viral marketing, literally. Tailor a highly contagious virus to make people love murder. Not so smart. You can do that? That's brilliant. You can use my private chemical weapons laboratory. Uh-oh. But soon. You fool! Your virus didn't make everyone love murder. It made them love murder! Just regular murder with an E before the R. This is a disaster. People are just running around stabbing each other, cooking each other with flamethrowers, running each other over with tanks. It's horrible. I mean, it's completely obliterated demand for my product. Why buy the cow when you can get the murder for free? Ugh, now I'm going to have to wait for the government to develop a vaccine before I can resume my life of crime again. In her rage, Vera totally forgets to give you the antidote to that poison you drank earlier. You lose -2 boldness, -1 charm. I am really fucked.
Sure.
Okay, I gotta try to repair this. Take your seat beside arguably the 2 coolest monsters in all of Spooky High. Here's hoping you can keep up with them. Vera, are you eating manticore steaks again? Yes, and it's delicious. Don't you know the amount of cruelty involved in the mainstream meat production industry? Yes, and it's delicious. Besides, Liam, you're a vampire. Don't you only consume things that are dead? Well, yes, I suppose, but it's always ethically sourced, organic, free-range, and human. The human population is out of control, and eating them is the most environmentally responsible thing to do. Listen, Liam, I happen to have a personal feud with every single animal I eat. I make sure I meet all of them first, and ensure I'm devouring only the ones I hate the most. It makes it extra tasty. Well, then, surely you can inflict such pain without going through the cruel meat industry and supporting factory farming. Hey, Nick, what's up? Up to the middle of an orc rampage, now I'm scared and confused. We're playing Monster Prom, because I reached the end of the orc game. Because it just became like, kill dudes endlessly. Isn't home cruelty better anyway? You may actually have a point there, and if I get my hand on the pot, I can inflict even more effective and specific pain, and I bet there's a way to make money off of this too. Hang on, somehow I've ended up arguing against my own interest here. Liam, do you want to find innovative and creative ways to move society forward, or do you want to oppose cruelty like every other weak mainstream loser? You can actually hear Liam's brain shaking as he struggles between his desire to be perceived as ethical and his desire to be perceived as creative. Maybe you can step in and help out. The animals you kill may lose their lives, but what about their afterlives. Instead of letting their spirits go to waste, as the byproduct of the meat industry, let's serve their eternal souls as a side dish. Let's see. Liam animals are already suffering from ignorance. If Vera wanted to increase their pain, the best we can do is to teach them the concept of death so that they really fear their fate. Let's educate cattle on metaphysics. What the fuck is going on with this? So, Nick, this is called Monster Prom. It is a monster dating game that you're in a high school trying to date somebody. I chose the zombie and named him Orc. Yeah, I exactly. Reading this just has hurt my soul. Okay, well, just perfect. I knew there was a way to monetize, and it keeps the animals from ever gaining an eternal resting place. What the hell is with Vera and animals? But now the cruelty is extending even beyond their deaths. Hell yeah, it is. Thank you for getting the ball rolling on this excellent scheme, Liam. And thank you, Orc, for nailing down the specifics. Neither of you get royalties, though. That being said, I will get you a double scoop of Rocky Road Soul with sprinkles on top. Yum, maybe? You don't know. You've never eaten a soul before. I know more or less this stuff. I have my share of experience with visual novels and such. Don't ask why. Well, this isn't a visual novel. It's like I guess it's kind of like a roguelite, I guess, because like it changes every time. But it sure is delicious getting Vera's approval. Okay, I think we're basically going for Medusa Lady.
Sure.
Let's try outdoors. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point, there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself. But who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. Yay, I'm fun again. I'm 0 fun. You're making your daily protection payment to Vera when suddenly...
Greetings.
Who the fuck is that? Everyone stop what you're doing and look at my majestic visage. The Interdimensional Prince. Muscling in on my territory, are you? Not at all, my darling Vipress. I'm here strictly in a business capacity. Business, you say? I'm all ears, except for my snakes, which are all tongues and teeth. Yeah, it's kind of like a choose-your-own-adventure, but for dating monsters? It's simple economics, my love. You're an aspiring crime kingpin. I'm a prince. I propose a merger. A merger of our resources, our minds, our bodies, and our spirits.
Not bad.
Interesting. Oh no, Vera's getting out of her getting out her calculator. If she decides this merger is financially viable, good luck asking her to prom. But how will you undermine Vera's confidence in the prince's financial status? Oh god. Replace all his gold with fish. Is this like a reference to Catan? It worked. Maybe. Before we draw up the contract, I hope you won't mind providing a full accounting of your assets. Okay, you know, I was going to say, how is it that I have been, like, getting the attention of this snake lady, and then I realized I'm an accountant, and she's a business person. It all makes perfect sense. Of course not, my dear. Let's see. Well, you're now vying for Vera's affections against David Bowie. Doesn't look good. I know, right? Let's see. I feel like the guy from the Confused Screaming meme is a perfect fit for Notorious. Yeah, basically. Yes. Yes. Of course not, my dear. As you can see from this spreadsheet, my vaults contain over 100,000 bars. A fish? Fish? Who did this? How could this happen? You're not telling, but it involved a buzzsaw, a tricycle, and a whole tube of hair gel. I'm sorry, did you say fish?
So pathetic.
Actually, I'm not sorry. Fish are worthless, and therefore, so are you. Goodbye. How do you get fish into a bar shape, anyway? Yet another secret you will never reveal. Just like you'll never reveal the location of all that gold. You gain +3 money.
Sure.
Alright, where have we not gone? Have we? I don't think we've gone to the gym, have we? Let's go to the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirits, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. Hooray, I'm in the positive again. You see Vera looking at her phone. She's obviously pissed. so you decide to go talk to her. Ugh, not another dick pic. Oh, good lord. I mean, I know that that's what you've got to expect when you look as stunning as I do all the time, but still, not fond of dick pics, not at all. When are guys going to learn dicks are gross, or dicks look gross? Sending me a picture of your dick is not a treat for me. I'm not going to frame it and put it on my wall. I'm going to put it in a folder called Sad Losers, and then delete the folder, and then I'll probably set the phone on fire just in case. Hey, you're pretty unpleasant, right? Help me figure out what to say to this guy so he'll stop trying to make me look at his wiener. Excuse me while my brain still processes the change from a genocidal orc to a high school orc. Go for the burn. Sorry, but I'm having a hard time seeing anything. Does your phone have a zoom function or maybe a microscope attachment? Destroy his life. Photoshop all the pics into his silly-looking monster. Make it the start of a weird kids show and make millions with it. You make a joke out of him, become rich, and you own the copyrights to his dick. Okay.
Great.
Sweet. Either he stops, or he makes me richer with every dick pic he sends to me. It's a win-win situation. Or should I say, a win-wiener situation. Okay, I'm not the funny type for sure, so I might need your help down the road for this to really take off. You'll be my assistant executive producer, or whatever fancy title you want. Damn, you're funny and have a sharp business mind. That's surely sexier than a dick pic. Which wasn't exactly hard, since his pics hadn't set very high standards, but still. Sweet move, you gain +1 fun and +1 smarts. You also earn +2 money in an advance for your salary as assistant executive producer.
Sure.
Alright, where is she? The Witch's Coven! Who the hell is this? I'm sitting over here. As you approach the table, you see Vera delicately lifting a forkful of quinoa into her mouth. She brings lunch from home. When? Food, fork, 6, 8. Who do we delicate? Deliciate? Eating, yay, eating. Nicholas.exe stopped working. Ah, Scott, what on earth are you doing? I'm cheerleading you to help you be the best eater in the whole school. What caused this obsession with cheerleading me through mundane activities that require no cheerleading? Everything requires cheerleading, silly. That's why we have cheerleaders for our cheerleaders. But I can see why my cheerleading's not working. You haven't eaten anything yet. That's because you keep startling me with your damn cheerleading. I can't eat when I'm startled. No, that can't be it. I must not be cheerleading hard enough. Hey, friend, maybe you can help me. You shouldn't be cheerleading for Vera to eat the food. You should be cheering for the food to get eaten by Vera in the walk-in freezer. Oh, my lord. Go to the walk-in freezer. Oh, duh. It's just like when we cheer for the other team to lose instead of cheering for our team to win. Yes, I invented that cheerleading strategy. It gives us a huge psychological edge against teams that hate losing. I'm gonna go try it right now. Those vegetables are gonna get so inspired. Scott runs off to the kitchen to inspire the vegetables. You can still hear his muffled shouting from the back, but it's not bad.
That has been quite pleasing.
Thanks, now I can finally enjoy this quinoa and baby tears salad without unwanted encouragement. For the next week, all the cafeteria food seems extremely eager to get in your mouth. Cheerleading really works. Oh my god, I know, poor Scott, I feel bad.
Sure.
What do we want to do here? How much money do I have? 5? Let's go to the outdoors.
Show me that money.
A sexy fake Latin accent. Why? The hottest thing is being yourself, honey, but a Latin accent is a close second, to be honest. I am Cuban, so I must
No
purchase this.
refunds.
What did I get? Charm? Cool. This game is very strange.
Sure.
Have I been to class? Maybe? Let's go to class. That day you listened to your elders and learned valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. Oh, fuck. Well, alright then. In the middle of everything, a portal opens up and swallows Vera, Polly, and Liam. You dive in to rescue them, and straight into... Everyone knows that games about high school is about everything but class, just like real life. No! It's David Bowie again! The season finale of The Interdimensional Bachelor. Good lord. Help, I'm in danger of spraining my eyes from rolling them so hard.
Yes!
Oh my god, we're on a game show. Yes, indeed, tonight, you three will answer a series of trivia questions. Whoever gets the most points becomes I'm gonna win. I don't even care what the prize is. You're what? Your wife? What a revolting premise. So you're saying we're supposed to respond to a series of questions and scenarios? Our answers to which will make us more or less likely to achieve a romantic outcome with you? That's extremely problematic. I can't think of anyone who would ever want to play such a tawdry dating game. Everybody stop raising reasonable concerns so I can hear the first question. That's the spirit. Question number 1. Describe your ideal marriage proposal. But before Polly can answer, you buzz in yourself. Now's your chance to give an answer that will end the competition and send the prince packing. I presented you with my grandmother's wedding ring, still attached to my naked grandmother. Ugh. Jaw unhinges, beer pours out. Bees pour out, and not beer. Oh, fuck. Well, you unhinge your jaw and unleash the bees. Wait, why were there bees inside your mouth? You fool! Your childish prank has destabilized the fabric of this pocket dimension. It's coming apart around us. Ah, help my shoes! They're turning into lizards. I like those shoes. What's this? All the money in my wallet has turned into moths. You'll pay for this. No part of me is turning into animals, but I suddenly care about things? This is all your fault. Why didn't you just answer with words? You didn't have to be bees. But you can't take back the past. You spend the next 1,000 years traversing various horrifying dimensions with the prince and your 3 pissed-off friends. No time has passed when you return home, but you'll never forget. And Liam and Vera and Polly will never forgive you. Lose -2 fun, -1 charm. Son of a bitch.
Sure.
I am sitting with you. Vera's about to lift a glass of scotch to her immaculately painted lips. You can drink whatever at this school, apparently. When Miranda screams, "Stop! Don't drink that!"
What?
Why not? The scotch costs more than most cars. Has your taster tried it yet? What taster? You don't have a taster? What if your drink is poisoned by someone jealous of your good looks and royal title? Listen, Miri, I only drink 4 things: scotch, red wine, the tears of my enemies, and straight-up poison. You drink poison on purpose? Miranda, my hair is venomous snakes. You think poison actually harms me? Well, you should still have a taster. What if someone puts really spicy hot sauce in your drink, or poison? Ugh, what do I have to do to get you to drop this? Simple, hire a taster. Fine, any volunteers? This might be just the big break you've been looking for. You raise your hand, and when Vera picks you, you... pretend to be poisoned, terrifying Miranda and amusing Vera. You shoot Vera a wink. Take the tiniest sip of her scotch, and then... No, stop vomiting. How will you be able to taste for poison when you're too busy foaming at the mouth and vomiting? You fool, they are poisoned. Run and tell the authorities before this poor sap's face melts off or something. Oh dear, oh my. I'm no good in crisis situations. Curse my uniformly pleasant childhood. Miranda faints with the utmost drama. If there's one thing princesses are good at, it's fainting. Nick. Haha, that was hilarious. I should put poison in my scotch more often. You can stop vomiting now, by the way. She passed out. Oh, do you need the antidote? Alright, here you go. I guess I should have let you know the scotch was actually poisoned. Oh well. How about we get ice cream? To make up for that. My stomach's still too weak. Your stomach's still too weak for ice cream. But you're never too sick to spend some quality time with Vera. When do I get to ask?
Sure.
Then you visit the bathrooms to take a number 2. Don't worry, there won't be an illustration of that specific moment. Thank God. Alright, have a good night, Nick. Thing is, you make one of the boldest decisions in your life. You don't put paper in the toilet seat before using it. Oh no. Thanks. Look at you, you crazy bastard. You gain +2 boldness and probably +1 step... I think that's supposed to be like a staph infection with a slight chance of +1 STD. Oh boy. Hey Orc, remember that one time at that one party where you explained to me in great detail your brilliant secret of the business world? Holy shit, you do not, and that doesn't sound like your area of expertise at all. You must have been pretty drunk. But it's Vera, so you smile and nod. Well, I'll be attending a very fancy and important business dinner event tonight, full of powerful people, by exclusive invitation. And by exclusive invitation, I mean I'm going to use my Gorgon powers to turn the concierge into stone and then sneak in. I'd love to see you put other people's money where your mouth is, if you're not doing anything tonight. You were planning on reorganizing your collection of very rare, mint-condition Pokemon cards. The popular trading card game based on the even more popular video game, Pocket Humans. Each card depicts a human being with a specific job and bio. But that can wait. So when the time rolls around for the fancy business dinner, you shove them in your pocket and roll out. Orc, over here, glad you could make it. I've been raking in business cards hand over claw so far. I met Gertrude Gorgonzola, the Diamond Tampon Tycoon, and Ray K. Bebop, the social media influencer, rapper, robot, and they're both very excited to do business with me. How have you done so far? You turn out your pockets and show Vera the evidence of your endeavors, which consist of the lobby card for the hotel the convention is in, and the only thing handed to you by a real businessman, a sticky note with the word "No" written in red Sharpie. Maybe I should have invited someone else, literally anyone else. No! It's okay, you still have an hour left of the event. It's time to pull out all the stops and choose an amazing tactic to get as many business cards as you can to prove to Vera what a valuable business asset and or prom date you are. You may have no business, and therefore no business cards to exchange, but you sure as hell have Pokemon cards. Trade those. Convince the business people you have a rare disease that can only be cured if you are given... Okay, we're trading the cards. Quick as a flash, you pull out your dope collection of Pokemon cards until you find the perfect pocket human for the event. Regina Schmidt, Queen of Networking. She's the owner of a plethora of businesses, as well as one of the 7 guardians of the stock market. It is incredibly rare and gives whoever possesses it +7 in networking, which makes it super valuable. Suddenly, you're being surrounded by businessmen, each thrusting his card at you in a veritable orgy of potential business collaborations. Within minutes, you have so many business cards that you would need to be a tentacle monster in order to hold all of them. What the fuck? Damn, Orc, you really know how to clean up, don't you? I think you have a business card from just about everyone here. Just then, 2 businessmen rush towards you so fast, cards extended, that they smash into each other and are both knocked out. I stand corrected. Vera stoops down and collects the business cards from the unconscious men. You hand her the stack of cards you've procured, and the 2 of you link arms and walk away. You toss the Regina Schmidt card over your shoulder without even looking to see who may catch it. You no longer care about its fate. You have everything you've ever needed, a bunch of business cards, +2 boldness, and +1 smarts, and the affection, or at the very least, the tolerance of a good woman. The Monster Prom something. Who will you ask to prom? You, clearly. Ask Vera to the prom? Yes.
Sure.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. You're asking me to go to the prom with you? Have you seen yourself in a mirror? Your face is a crime against humanity. And not one of the crimes against humanity I enjoy perpetrating. Bye, loser. It's okay, you moved on from this horrible and shameful failure. You became a functional person, and eventually you met a sweet banshee called Ash. You shared lots of common interests, and after dating for some years, you married. One day, in the middle of a casual conversation, you mentioned how you couldn't get a date for Monster Prom. Despite your years of happiness, your marriage couldn't endure such a pathetic revelation, and so Ash abandoned you the next day, unless you live the rest of your life alone and sad. Never forget, Monster Prom is the most important thing. Holy shit, this game is so ridiculous. What the fuck? Oh my god. Why? What the fuck with this game? Orc, best impersonation of a plate of spaghetti? Or no, best at impersonating a plate of spaghetti owns the most snakes. What the fuck? Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. What is this? After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendships, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened. And it was wonderful. Vera kept being fierce, strong, and stunning. Some haters once said adult life would put that mean bitch in her place. But you know what? Vera ended up making adult life her own bitch. What? Is this... You know what? I'm not gonna ask. I don't know. Liam kept doing art so hard that he eventually evaporated and became the concept of coolness itself. He left the physical plane, and the last thing Liam did was give everyone a condescending look. Scott turned out to be a genius and became the most renowned mathematician in the country. Fuck yes. JK, he became an athlete. Duh. Oh, well, fuck. He's still a bit of a simpleton, but as lovable and good-hearted as ever. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. What? I am very confused. Yeah, 1,000 years stuck in another dimension is very hard to get over indeed. That's Jesse Cox? I didn't know he had a hand in this game. Erica Ishii! Jesse Cox. Dude, that's fucking wonderful. Wow. This game is very strange. Dragon Heat. One night, no limits. Excuse me? Wait, unlock. You just unlocked an erotic fanfic about dragons. This is about to get weird. About to get weird? You have unlocked 1 new images in the gallery. Okay. Huh. Wait, there's a cat. Oh, right, the cat person. She's the person that sells the things. What the... What? Monster Sonas. Wait, what? Okay, is this supposed to be like a dryad? How dare you? I'm not... Okay. God. What? Okay, this game is strange and wonderful, and I can definitely see myself playing it at least one more time. And maybe more than that, because it's so stupid and so weird. Oh my lord. Alright. I am going to go to bed. I hope you all had fun enjoying this very strange game, and also... or smashing shenanigans. I'll be back next week with some Planescape Torment on Monday, and then some other weird bullshit. It is also multiplayer. Oh my god. This might be a hilarious game to play with people on Discord. Okay, hang on. I gotta check something. Okay. I know of at least, like... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 other people that have this game on my friends list. One is my cousin, the other is his girlfriend, and then 2 of the other people are 2 of the people that I actually play Dead by Daylight with. So there is a strong possibility that we will play this multiplayer and see what happens. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's gonna be good. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna take off. Have a good night. And also, I mean... If some of you guys wanted to get the game and play this, I'm not opposed to that in any way. That sounds like a fantastic and very terrible, well, not terrible. Terrible because I'm bad, but also wonderful because I'm bad time. Anyhow, I'm going to go to bed. Hope you all had fun. I'll check you all later. Have a good night, everybody. Praise the sun. Bye-bye.